Jennifer Sanchez. You are with us at the Wise Coffee Chat Show. Super excited to be here this morning. And you're also listening to WRMN 1410. You can learn more about WRMN 1410 at WRMN1410.com. And I'm excited here with Tamiko this morning, even though the weather was special, but we are here.
We're here.
We're live. So before I go and show you, let you get to know more of Tamiko, my name is Jennifer Sanchez. I'm the founder of the Wise Alliance Network, the Women's Institute of Self-Development Efficacy, WISE for short, as well as I'm a real estate investor. So if anyone's looking to sell their properties, 30 days or less, let me know. And I got to mention, I'm a mom of three beautiful girls, 18, 11, and 6. So I am busy, but that is enough about me. Tamiko, can you introduce yourself to the viewers and the listeners?
Sure. I am Tamiko, everybody's favorite massage therapist. I'm a massage therapist, a yoga teacher. I'm a mom as well. I'm looking at where am I looking? Over here.
That one.
Okay. So I do a little bit of everything. I am a massage therapist. I have 2 locations, Oswego, Naperville, but I also do a variety of events. I like to give my clients opportunities because people don't make time to take care of themselves. So I create events throughout the community where I have sip and stretch. That's a yoga and that's wine. I do that event and people can come. So if you can't get an hour massage from me, maybe you want to get one of my yoga classes. I do sip and soothe where you get a massage and wine. So I just do a combination of things. How far do you want me to go?
Do whatever.
Okay.
Whatever
And
floats
I
your
also,
boat.
for those, and I know this is, but I do plant medicine, which is THC and yoga. So this is an event that I have been planning since last year. I've been doing a variety of events. This year, we're hoping to take it to the next level. And again, that's 420 friendly. So it's a combination of yoga, meditation, massage. So our first event coming up is a different one. I wanted to do something different. So we're doing a intention setting for the year, and we're making vision boards.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. And I have a therapist coming in from one of my favorite therapists. I just like her practices and homework and things that she gives to her clients. She's going to come and help guide us. So we're going to be doing that. And we do that on Friday nights, 6 to 8. It's on February 27th from 6 to 8. So we're going to make vision boards. We're going to have a meditation. We're going to do a short yoga practice. And at all my yoga classes, I incorporate a little bit of massage at the end.
Nice.
A little breath work. So that'll be our first event of the year. And then obviously we got something for 420.
Yeah. You're always busy. You're always putting events together,
Yeah.
which I've always admired, because people that put events together, it takes a lot. Like I think that's a skill. Right. And we've talked about this before. So I think you're just always putting events together, always getting community together, right? You'd like to be surrounded around a lot of people, which I think is amazing. Cause again, it's a hard skill to have, but once you know how to do it, like, oh my God, it's amazing. But how did you fall into being a massage therapist? Like, what led you to go into that realm of business?
I've been doing massage for over 26 years. So I started, originally I was in nursing school. Nursing school is a lot.
Oh, really?
And I was young and married, and we were both in school. And I was like, well, somebody's got to get a job and pay some bills. So then when nursing school got to be a lot, I decided I was a patient care tech.
Okay.
And so then I started doing that in the hospital. And then back then they made us give everybody back rubs. After you did all your work, took vitals, bathed people, they wanted you to go up and down the hall and massage everybody.
Really?
Believe it or not. Yeah.
Oh,
that
okay.
I'm from Wisconsin, and that's what we did back then. And a lady told me, she said, oh my God, that was better than sex. So then I went to massage school.
Wow.
Here I am. I'm still doing it. So yeah.
Oh, wow. I love that. So you got into massage school. Now, when you started off, did you start off straight into your own practice, or were you
I did have a practice back then. But then I was married. So my ex was a chiropractor. So, I worked for his offices. I did, patient care. I did massages for him. And then I really started my own business actually during COVID.
Really?
When people weren't supposed to be touching
and being around each other. Yeah.
people needed that. I mean,
Oh
if
my
you're,
gosh.
you're used to being around people, then all of a sudden you're sitting in a house and you're looking around and you don't, I mean, and you have that disconnect.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get that connection to people. And then obviously people were also having desk jobs sitting at their kitchen table. So their bodies were aching as well. And I actually made a lot of money that year in business. Yeah.
Really? Because people
Yeah.
were hiring you for
Mhm,
massages during COVID.
Yeah.
Which
I wore a mask.
yeah, which I mean,
While they were face up, when they flipped over, I took the mask off. I got to breathe.
yeah, of course. But that's interesting how during COVID you were able to like really grow your business during that time, which for a lot of people it was a really difficult time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, was pivotal, right? They went into business and maneuvered and figured out, but you were like, no, this was like my most successful year. I think how important, and this is probably a great conversation for the listeners and the viewers, since you've been doing this for such a long time, how important do you feel like it is touch in general? Because there's people that their love language is touch, right? How important is that as a massage therapist? What do you see when you're doing your thing and you're massaging people?
Yeah, I feel like people need that human connection, so I'm a big believer in it. I see my clients on a regular, so it's not, I do see random people, but for the most part, I build a relationship with my clients. They see me for that connection, but then also, I do a deeper work. So I feel like most people, after they get past a certain age, I'm going to say our bodies fall apart, but we can't treat it like we used to when we were 20.
True.
So, I learn their body. I learn what they do, what's affecting, why the shoulder is tight on this side. It's because they carry a heavy bag, or, if they're on the call center and they do this all the time. So that's why they always have a kink in their neck. So I learn what it is that they do and take care of their needs from there.
Very nice. Yeah, because I know sometimes I read, I don't know if this is accurate, I think it was an article or a study. It was a long time though, and don't quote me. Maybe someone knows the study and they can like regurgitate it correctly. But there was a study where babies were never touched. And I guess it was, I don't remember if it was like a hospital in Mexico, and then like it all collapsed. And I might be confusing two studies, but basically the babies ended up dying because they never got touched. So from a human. So that was, and I got to look back at this study and read this article.
I remember that though. Yeah.
Because I mean, after a certain amount of time that the babies died because they weren't being touched, that tells me like it's essential, right?
It is
Human touch, connection, and some people communicate through touch. I know it's, and then some people, I mean, they're traumatized with touch, right? Too. Like some people don't even want to be touched because of whatever traumatic or past experiences.
Had situations like that too.
Really?
Where, I once I had a lady who actually, I said, "Oh, when was your last massage?" Because you kind of get to know just some general stuff, and I think it had been years, over 30 years. And I was like, "Oh, why haven't you gotten a massage? Like, why have you, neglect or whatever?" And she said, "The last time I got a massage, I was molested." And I've heard that a few times.
Wow.
And so I was able to give her a positive experience where, she was able to kind of free herself from that.
Wow.
But yeah, there's a lot of trauma that goes with that. So as well, but yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. So you're doing the massage therapy. I know you're also really big on the 420, right? I know that when I first met you, you like a lot of herbs and holistic. So tell us a little bit about that. What made you decide to incorporate that into your business?
Okay, so I guess for me, I just my whole journey with even just doing anything with 420 is not being able to sleep.
Okay.
And so that was a whole thing where I was like having some sleeping issues. So then I started, just taking like a little gummy or whatever. But then I started researching and looking into it, and actually taking some education pieces from a lady that actually founded what is called Ganja Yoga. And so where you're incorporating it into your lifestyle to kind of help balance. I mean, because a lot of people are on medications for anxiety, and then there's all the stress factors, and so I think it's just an alternative, a healthy, natural alternative.
Natural alternative, yeah. And I know that, so you incorporate it just for the help of anxiety or depression,
And
or
for,
what exactly?
for relaxation, because
Okay.
I feel like most people are on 10 all day.
Yeah.
They don't make any quiet time. So when we do the yoga piece, you know, to incorporate that, some people use it, some people don't, but it can kind of help you get into a deeper relaxation.
Sure. Sure, that makes sense. I could see that. And I know that I know that from, like, it's CBD or THC and all the
Yeah,
different.
there's different things. And I mean, at some point, sometimes I bring someone in and they'll educate on it, because some people say, oh, I did whatever and then I was hallucinating. Like, we're not looking for that. We're looking for like calm, relax. And so sometimes
Yeah.
it's how you take it, it's what strand it is. So there's a lot more to it.
Yeah, all of that has become so far in advance. I
Yeah.
can't even keep up
Yeah.
with what strand and this and that, and this gets you focused. And I remember recently I went to the dispensary because I just wanted to get something that was gonna get me like focused. I just wanted something focused. I didn't really want the effects of feeling high. I just wanted to feel focused. And I remember like super excited because I got whatever it was that they gave me. I think it was like gummies or pills. I don't even remember. So I go home. I'm like, I'm going to like really organize this part of my house.
No. I know how this story ends.
So I'm like,
sounds like you got the wrong product.
I was so mad. I was so upset because I was like, okay, I think I had to like reorganize clothes or do something in my bedroom, and I put a movie on. I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to like take care of what I got to take care of. No, that was like immediately just started feeling nausea. I was like,
oh no.
I was like, this.
I thought you were gonna say tired.
No,
like
no.
You got sick?
I got like nauseous, or like the little like feeling of like just a little too much. I was like, this was not what I signed up for. This is not what I told the person to give me.
And that's the thing too, because everybody's body is different. It's even how you respond to alcohol is going to be different than me. So
exactly,
you can't just you can't just take something. Like, you can, but you maybe just cut it in half or take a little piece.
Yeah,
or,
I could see that. I was so well. You know a little bit of my personality. I was like, man, forget this. I went to bed. Like, I was like, I don't even want to feel this no more. Go to sleep. Because I'm just like that. That's not why the purpose I did. I wanted to get super hyper focused on something and kind of not get distracted, because I can get distracted very easily, right? So that was kind of just a funny story that a little segue I wanted to share.
Yeah, I don't really do edibles.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Edibles can be, because you got to digest it, and most people, they're waiting for something to happen, and then if something doesn't happen, then they take another one.
Yeah,
and
no.
Then it's are we allowed to cuss on air?
Oh no cussing, no cussing.
Good thing I asked. Oh no. And then it's it's a whole mess. But yeah.
Oh no, that well, no, I love that you incorporate that. And I know that one of the things that you're planning to do is we've talked about this before, retreats, right? You want to start doing retreats for women, 420 friendly,
a 1-day retreat.
1-day retreat. Where are you going to be doing it?
It's going to be in Plano, Illinois, at this amazing venue called the Homestead.
Oh, really?
And it's the day before Mother's Day. So I think Mother's Day is on the 10th this year.
Yes.
It's on May 9th. We're going to be pouring into the mom. So
I love that.
We're going to have seminars, on self-love, self-care. We're going to have a variety of yoga, because I teach restorative yoga. We're going to have someone that teaches more of an upbeat power yoga in the morning, so we can kind of wake up. We'll have meditation. We'll have some Reiki. We'll have massage.
Love that.
Nice catered lunch. And it's indoor-outdoor venue. So we, there's outdoor space that we'll probably do some yoga on the ground and like actually be grounded, and then we can go inside for lunch. And so it's a nice facility.
Yeah, I see Panda Bear, she put, gotta find the right one and would love a retreat. Let's go! Exclamation point.
Yeah.
No, I definitely think that the fact that you're even catering to moms around Mother's Day, I'm big on self-love and pouring into women, and I love that you do the same thing. Do you ever get exhausted? I'm just curious.
Yeah, people always, so I have to do my self-care to take care of myself, to be able to pour back into others. So
talk about that. That's important.
Like, I got a massage last week. I've recently started seeing a Chinese medicine doctor.
Really?
And the treatments are, acupuncture, and it's So it's quiet time. So she sets the needles and I just kind of like zone out. You know,
I
I have
love
my
that.
own meditation time. I have my own quiet times. And,
Yeah,
you know, I travel a lot.
you
And that's
do.
a lot of times where I just need that time to just go
You,
get myself back.
yeah, no, you're living
Yeah.
your best life. I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Where are you at?" And you're like, "I'm in a cruise." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay, she's
Yeah.
out
I
again."
took a lot of trips this past year.
You did.
I did.
Every time I
Yeah.
text you, we're like, "I'm not in town." I was like, "Okay, let me text her again later," you know, because I know. But I also admire about you because we work together. You're in my coaching program. What
Mhm.
I really love about you, you're such an A type and you're so disciplined and you're
Mhm.
like such a high achiever. Like I'll just be like, "Did you get this done?" Like, "Yep, I got this done. I got that done. I got this done. I got that done." I'm like, "Okay, let's do the the next set of goals," because you were just always on point. You're just so focused, which I think not a lot of people are like that, you
Mhm.
know.
Mhm.
And there's always that one person every time I would do a cohort that's like the high achiever, and you were
Mhm.
definitely like the high achiever. Have you always operated like that?
I mean, I think I'm in a phase of my life with my business and I'm just trying to get things done. Cause you know,
Hmm.
especially as you age, cause I'll be 50 this year. So
You don't
I
look
got a lot
50.
of things to get done, you know.
Wow.
Business wise, I have a lot of goals and you know, you got to chop stuff off your list, get it done.
Yeah, and you like within 3 months, that's when you expanded from one location to your second location, right? I remember
Yeah.
that. So you're doing in Naperville and Oswego, you said?
Oswego's my main location. That's where most of my events are. But this year, my goal is to take over Naperville, start collabing with businesses because that's how I started my first location was partnering with other businesses so
Okay.
we can both benefit. If I'm having an event at the winery, I'm bringing in people too. So maybe they have not seen the winery. So they're getting business. I'm getting business.
Yes.
Everybody's, you know, finding out who these people are in town.
Yeah, it's always a win-win, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Especially when you see it in that sense. Like, I'm bringing X amount of people to your business.
Right.
You're going to get clients. You're going to get new clients that are reoccurring clients
Hmm.
potentially, right?
Hmm.
And people that are going to actually spend money the day of that
Hmm.
event.
Hmm.
So I love that you're
Yeah.
doing that in Naperville. And I've noticed recently you're doing a lot of, I don't want to say makeup stuff, but I've noticed on your social media you're partnering up with someone. You're doing like makeup tutorials or
Oh,
like
you know what? No,
that.
that's a friend of mine that we do some we actually are doing a consistent live.
Mhm.
Now she's a makeup artist. She does permanent makeup.
Mhm.
She started a thing where she was getting women to tell their stories while she
Mm.
does her makeup. So I told my story because I have a story, you know, how I'm here now, my previous, you know, marriage and how I'm just kind of like so far focused with my businesses now. And so she kind of told pieces of that. And so she put some of that on social media, but we also do a live and yeah, where we talk about it's just called Life Be Lifing.
Yeah, life be like
So we did some dating segments, but now in the new year, we're going to talk about other things. So we have a segment coming up. I think it's next Sunday. Yeah,
yeah.
next Sunday. We do this in the evening. And we're going to be talking about, I can't believe this happened at work, the table edition, because I have clients on my table. She's does makeup, so they're on her table, and we're going to tell stories. No receipts, no names, just like, hey, this is what happened the other day at work. You're not going to believe it.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
that. I
So
like that.
it'll be a fun one.
I
And you know, it's at night, so we have a glass of wine and we tell others like grab a glass of wine, sit with us, enjoy, laugh, you know.
yeah,
So yeah.
similar to the coffee chat, right? Like
Yeah.
we're here, we're chatting,
Mhm.
having a cup of coffee.
Mhm.
By the way, she likes black coffee like me,
Yes.
guys, just straight black plain coffee.
Yeah.
That's how you know. You know, we see Adam over there giving the thumbs up, like simple, but I love black coffee. Why do you love black coffee? I'm just curious.
You know, I've also lost a lot of weight in my life. And so on my weight loss journey, I just took sugar and stuff out. So and
Oh,
it's like eventually, you know,
you get used to
you
it.
get used to the taste.
And then you get
and
used
then you like it. You
and
like the taste of the coffee bean.
correct.
So yeah.
Exactly. Oh, you get me. So it's
Yeah.
like people are like, "You're a psycho." I'm like, "No, I'm not. I just like how coffee tastes now."
Yeah.
I love that. So I know that you know, I love the story that you're sharing about you getting into becoming a massage therapist, how you have your locations, you know, and what is it that you're planning on doing within this year? What's the main focus for your business?
This year, like I told you, I've got the 420 events for the year. I have my new thing that I'm doing, and I'm doing that in the month of March, is a couples touch session.
Oh, that's
because
nice.
I don't have space for couples massage, and I'm not really sure if that's what I'm going for. I want to educate people and teach people. So I've got a session coming up in March. It's a hour and a half class. The same winery that I collabed with is letting me take the space for a Sunday.
Oh,
And
very nice.
so for couples that want a day date, you can go have lunch, come over to the winery, you get a bottle of wine included, and I'm going to be teaching you guys all of my tips and tricks that you can work on each other at home. Like if your wife is having a headache, I'm going to show you how to maybe give her some relief. So I'm going to be teaching a session. And that's one of my newest big things. And
that is actually pretty cool. I don't think I've really heard of, maybe I don't know, but I don't think I've heard of that in the Chicagoland area. Like people doing, I've seen it on social media.
Yeah.
I've seen other places do events like this, but here local, I have not heard that. So the fact that you're doing that, I'm sure it's exciting. What month is that going to be on?
That's in March. Oh, February, I feel like it's too crammed with like all the Valentine's Day stuff. But if it goes well, then I'll do another one this year as well.
Okay, so I need a partner. I need a.
Well, yeah. No, just like I don't have a partner, so I'm like thinking, okay, I gotta find somebody to work on the show, So I gotta find somebody.
That is
one of my kids or something.
Yeah, that is funny. But you know what? We're gonna take a quick short break, and when we're right back, we'll talk more with Tamiko and get to know you more. Stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. All right, we are back, you guys. You are listening and watching the Wise Coffee Chat Show. You can find it on all our platforms and on WRMN 1410. You can learn more about WRMN 1410 at WRMN1410.com. And then, of course, you can learn more about me at WiseAllianceNetwork.com. And then follow me, Jennifer Sanchez, Wise Jennifer Sanchez, on all social media platforms. But let's go back to Tamiko. I know Tamiko, she was just sharing with us about her new couples, say it again, couples touch session. And I thought that's super great because I don't think there's anybody that does that. I mean, have you seen anyone else in this area, in
Not that
this,
I know of.
right?
Yeah.
I've seen it on
There's couples
social.
massage, but I mean, this is a little different because again, I'm
You're
teaching.
teaching
Yeah.
each other how
Mhm.
to touch each other,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Versus like, because in couples massage it's two people, right? And then each
Yeah,
one
two
is getting,
different therapists getting, but this is
yeah.
actually showing you, depending on what the partner's love language is, I mean, you could really bring some depth into your relationship.
If the person loves touch, right,
Mhm.
then this is gonna be like an amazing experience for them, right? I do see Panda Bear. She said yes, many forget to put themselves first. Health is the real wealth. I believe she was saying that from our last conversation. And then there's plenty of people doing it now and actually rubbing knots out. So interesting. So I'm assuming there is I don't know, rubbing the knots out of the body. I remember one time, and I think I brought this to your attention one time. Have you ever heard of grief massage?
No, I haven't.
No, because I remember I was telling you about it. I think when we first met, because I was like intrigued by the technique, because of the way it was like someone was like a cat. It was like a cat massaging me, and I was like, I wonder if other massage therapists are familiar with that technique. It was to help release grief. So
Really?
you get a massage to release the emotions of grief.
Yeah, I know there's different touch patterns that people do for grief relief. I follow a lady on Instagram, but I don't know too much about that.
Okay.
There's a lot of new things out now. There's like scratch therapy now.
Scratch
Which
therapy.
I was like, oh, I think I was going to do like a little content and do a side by side and see if any of my clients would be interested in me scratching them for an hour. I mean, that's what it is. It's like physical scratching.
I can
and maybe
only
some
imagine.
people like the way it feels.
Maybe. I mean, I guess if I have an itch and I want to get scratched, that makes sense. But I don't know about an entire
like a full
hour.
body scratching.
A full body, just
like a sequence of. I mean, I have a sequence when I massage people. I start with the face, the head, and then I go down to the arms. And so instead of massaging, it's like scratching.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess if that's somebody and that, like you said, if they like
scratch therapist.
I don't want to be a scratch therapist. The idea of just be like, yeah, hi. Imagine like you mean someone, I'm a scratch therapist. Like, what?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I like massage therapists.
Yeah.
That sounds way better instead of scratch therapist. But yeah, no, I've seen a lot of things. I know the whole Reiki thing is coming. Reiki, is that how you say? I know that's a big thing that a lot of people do. You incorporate that as well?
I offer that with massages, and then for the mom's retreat, we're gonna offer some sessions with that as well.
Can you explain that exactly? What's Reiki for those that don't know what Reiki is?
It's a form of energy work where you're aligning your chakras.
Okay.
I mean, to say it simply, so it's it can be very therapeutic. I like to incorporate it in a massage because then I feel like you get the double bonus.
Yeah.
Of like just ultimate relaxation. So.
Okay, and I could see that. I mean, especially if people really, it's not even like a faith-based thing, right? It's like an energy thing or something like that,
it's an
right?
energy thing, but I mean, everybody's different, so I don't. The faith, I mean, I don't know. Some people may not accept.
Yeah, some people don't like that stuff,
fine,
and it makes sense. I guess
some people don't like massages. Some people don't like being touched. So
that's true. That's really true. And then you can tell who are like the really affectionate. Like I love that 5 love languages book, because I was able to identify in my kids what their love language was. And I know that my middle one was definitely a touch, right? Because I'm kind of like doing something or doing, like, let's say I'm reading or just sitting on my couch. All of a sudden she comes and hugs me. She wants to be close to me. She wants to put her head on me. I'm like, okay, this little girl likes touch, right? Hugs and cuddles and stuff like that. Versus my other ones, like, get away. Like my oldest is like, don't touch me. Don't be near me. Don't breathe on me. I'm like, Jesus, child, right?
And I'm probably a touchy person because of what I do. So that's the way that I show affection to my kids.
Yeah.
And that goes back to what you were saying earlier about touch and connection, because, for me, when I had my children, I purposely breastfed them. So I had that connection with them.
Yeah.
And, so yeah.
Oh man, that makes sense. I think,
mean, how when you first have a baby and they tell you skin to skin,
contact,
like you just lay the baby with you. And so some people that, and everybody has a different parenting perspective. So there are people that, I don't know if I read something the other day about how you're actually causing trauma when you put a baby in, like, you put the baby in the crib and you let the baby cry it out. But it's like,
Really?
it's a little backwards, because if a baby was in a womb tight and pressed for 9 months, and then when you bring her out, I mean, her or him, I mean, letting them just be alone, like they don't know what that means. Like they've been connected to you for all this time.
That's so
So, I
deep.
mean, because I held my kids all the time,
That is so
because
deep.
when they cried, I didn't let them lay and cry. I would hold them, so that, so I mean, they're scared. They don't know what the world is. They know what inside of a womb is. They know what being
Wow.
connected to umbilical cord and feeling your heartbeat all that time. And so now you're talking about bringing them out, letting them cry it out to soothe themselves. They don't even
Wow.
know what soothing means. You know
I
what I mean?
love,
So,
wow.
and so then you can kind of tell, I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but people that you see that don't want to be touched, you could ask them, what was your, what was your connection with your, if you were bottle fed? I'm not saying anti-bottle, but I'm
Sure,
just saying that
sure.
there's a deeper connection when you are connected to your mom and you're nursing and you're feeling the skin, and that could have something to do with people that don't want to be touched. Because I have a lot of people that say, yeah, I don't like people touching me. And it's one thing, so I mean, that's just how some people are, but it
Wow.
probably has something to do with, their
Well,
childhood.
that makes a lot of sense. I think now that I think about it with my children, I think the longest breastfed child, cover your ears, interns, no, I'm just like, was my middle child, and she's the one that wants the most affection, right? So I could see that because she was the longest one that kind of was doing that. So I'm like, oh, now that you're talking, it makes sense, because even in our culture, I don't know about in the African American culture, one of the biggest things that we were told is wrap that baby tight in blankets. Like, okay,
Yeah.
you're tired, put the baby,
Yeah.
wrap the baby really tight, bundle her up,
Yep.
so the baby feels like it's being, hugged or held or whatever, so that you can do whatever you need to do, right? So I would purposely make my kids like into little tacos, like, okay, like,
Right.
so that you cannot cry, which makes sense because they want to feel that press, right? That
And
connection.
I bet you there's a study with people that are committing crimes. I mean, I'm sure there's a connection with how long they were just in the crib screaming it out. I'm just saying, I mean,
Yay. I could see that. I mean, some people love touch, some people and some people, I think if they were deprived of touch, they want it even more sometimes too, like, right, like that was your love language and then you weren't given it, right? Like you didn't receive it. So I'm like, okay, maybe you're looking for it even more as an adult, right? I mean, there's so much out there, but overall I think this is a fascinating conversation, right? Because I think massage is great, right? And I know that, I try to get massages, especially if I'm training or running or whatever. Like I'm definitely like looking for massages. So that's awesome what you're doing. You're much needed.
Yeah. And it's a dying industry.
Is it?
But there are still some massage schools, and then that leads me to tell you about my next project for this year.
Let's go for it.
This is a soft launch, but I'm going to be starting a mentorship program for massage therapists.
Really?
That are either maybe new to the industry or they just need to turn around what they're doing in their business. So
I love that.
To incorporate my years of experience, and I just have a different niche in how I built my brand.
I love that you're gonna do
the healer's
that.
Table.
The healer's table. That is so
And there's
clever.
only a few seats, so I will be launching that in March, so we can start in June. So
yeah,
I'll be taking clients for that, and
Well, I always heard, and maybe I'm wrong, high suicide rates are massage therapists have high suicide rates. I remember I heard that years ago, but I thought it was because they were always in dark rooms, no sunlight. I was curious how your feedback on that.
I don't. Yeah, that would be a different one I'm not sure, because I was I've been doing a lot of 2-hour massages lately, where 2-hour sessions. And I had a lady the other day, she was a hairstylist, and she was just saying how she recently took a vacation and she just wanted to like chill, relax, and she didn't want to talk to people anymore. Like, you know, if you think if you're a hairstylist, you probably got to be talking to people all day long.
All day.
Because people come in. I mean, if you go get your hair done, you want to chit chat. Most people do. And so she was saying that she stopped doing that and she just wanted to take a break. But then I'm thinking, I don't talk all day. So maybe that's why I talk so much. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to tell my friends that's probably why I talk so much. But it's like, you know, if I do massages 6-7 hours in a row, people don't want to talk. People want to relax. I have a couple of chatters, but for the most part, I'm quiet. And so,
yeah. Well, yeah,
it's the opposite for me. So,
yeah, you're trying to be quiet because you want them to relax.
Well, no, I mean, people just want, you know, that's their session. And most people don't want to talk. They want to just enjoy their relaxed time.
Of course, that makes sense.
So,
but with a hairstylist, I mean, yeah, you're chatting all day. And I think, don't they make them do the domestic violence training? Like they have to do an hour of some sort of domestic violence training because that's a safe space, right? Like, especially in hair salons, women will open up and talk about their personal problems to their hairstylist because they feel like it's a safe space. There's no men around. It's all women, you know?
Yeah.
So I think it's a requirement by the state. So it just kind of shows you like, yeah, you're going to be, and if you're an introvert and then you get people like talking to you all day, I can only imagine how stressful that would be.
Yeah. Yeah.
And would you consider yourself an introvert or an extrovert?
I don't think I'm an introvert. I mean, I probably have times where I want to be quiet, but for the most part, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotcha. Me too. I was just like, I get energy around people.
I do too.
You know, I do enjoy my quiet time though. Like if I
need my quiet time because, you know,
sure.
again, I give a lot. And I need to just get myself back together. I just need my time, you know, whatever it is. If I'm just sitting, relaxing, reading a book.
Sure.
You know.
Sure. So you're a single mom, right? You're doing this on your own. Got your kids. How do you balance it all?
I guess, you know, I following my calendar. I keep things pretty tight on a calendar. I don't veer from that. And then just making my quiet time. I do take my kids on vacation, but I also have my me vacations where I can just kind of like zone out, hit the beach, just quiet, relax, you know?
Yeah, that's really good. Essential. What would be your biggest advice for, you know, in general, just anyone that's trying to put events together or just entrepreneurship in general? Because we know entrepreneurship is hard. Like, what's your biggest advice for someone that's in entrepreneurship or looking to start something?
Probably networking. I mean, that was my biggest thing was, you know, connecting with the chamber. And then from there, you know, there's so many opportunities to network and meet other people. So that was a big thing for me because you never know who you're going to meet. You never know what your next collaboration will be until you're out there. Just, you know, I won't know anyone there. I just go there and I just work the room.
And I love that. And, you know, I love that. And I love that they're here too listening. How do you personally work the room when it comes to, because networking is a skill. So what's your like a piece of advice when it comes to successful networking?
Actually making the connection. I did a post about this recently because I went to lunch with somebody who I had probably known for about a year in the chamber. And, you know, you go to these networking events, you meet people, you take a bunch of business cards. I have bags of Ziploc bags of business cards because I network so much, but actually making a connection with someone like, okay, let's have a further conversation, go sit down, have a bite, have a coffee and kind of just talk about that person's business. And you never know. I mean, and at this point, this guy was a financial advisor. So it's not like, you know, there may not be a collab in the future, but he's very into his social media and content. And so am I. And so we were able to have a very, you know, good conversation because now one of the biggest ways that I get all my business comes almost from social media.
Wow.
So, and then, you know, I'd like to, hopefully my tag can be somewhere in my social media, my Facebook, or do I just tell them now?
Yeah, tell them now.
So, I mean, my Facebook is Tamiko Liebert. And my massage, what is it? My Instagram is Massage by Tamiko.
Well, how do you spell the Facebook?
Tamiko, and the last name is Liburd. So I produce a lot of content because some people may not be a client, but I'll teach them little pieces, wellness pieces. Sometimes I teach different stretches.
Are we still live? It went off on the...
Um, technical difficulties.
It's okay. Just checking. Keep going.
Okay.
Maybe it'll be
Okay.
on a different platform.
Yeah, but I do a lot of educational pieces, and I use that platform because that's where most of my clients come from,
Okay.
is moms groups. I mean, now there's not really a yellow pages or white pages. It's someone will go into a group and say, "Hey guys, who's your favorite massage therapist?" And
Yeah.
because I've networked and connected with these people, or they're my clients, and that's where I get all my business from. But I do like to give like free advice, different things. Like this week, I did a collagen video because all women that are really over the age of 40 should be drinking collagen every day.
Really? Tell us why is that?
It's good for your muscles, for your tissues, even recovering at the gym. And then as we age, our natural collagen kind of goes down. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things that you kind of supplement.
And I thought collagen, right? And I know I've taken collagen. I've heard it's more for the skin, right? But you're saying it's a little bit more than that.
Muscles and tissues as well.
Really?
Yeah.
And people don't know that. I think market or in the market it's promoted as for youthfulness, for the face.
People, I mean, but we do also women, I mean, when you lose that plumpiness in our skin.
Yeah.
But it also helps the whole body recover. So if you're working out and you have this muscle soreness, collagen can be a benefit for you.
Really? Because I know that people also take the amino acids or the
That's
BC.
good too, because I feel like most people are depleted of just regular minerals. But
yeah. So okay, I didn't know that. Now I know.
But I do videos on all that, electrolytes, all that stuff.
So that's good. So make sure that they follow you. So where can they follow you again?
My Facebook is Tamiko Liber, Tamiko. The last name is Lib like boy, URD like David. And then my Instagram is massage_by_Tamiko.
Okay. And then I know that do you have a website? You have a website.
Massagebytamiko.com.
So if anyone wants to reach out to you or get a massage, that's where they would go, correct?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. So, I think that what you're doing is phenomenal. I really appreciate that you're coming out here and doing what you're doing and sharing this with everyone, because sometimes people just don't know, like, I mean, and the fact that I think having a massage therapist is like a personal relationship, right? Like
it is. I mean, because again, you have to understand that if people aren't comfortable, first you get comfortable. You're taking off your clothes. I mean, obviously you're covered up, but it is a intimate thing because I'm touching people. Most people feel comfortable getting massages already, but it's like I work out every kink, muscle, knot. I mean, and then over time, one massage doesn't really do much, so you need to be on some type of program.
something to
even
help
if it's
you
every
out.
6 weeks.
Yeah. So remind us again, what are the events that are coming up for you so that people can register, or where could they register if they're looking?
Massagebytamiko.com.
It's all on the website.
It's all on the website. And then anytime people would hit me up on my socials, people message me. I have a work cell phone number on there. That's also on my website page. But I've got the plant medicines coming up. February 27th, I have one for 420, which I think it's like the 19th or something, the 17th, 18th. It's the Friday of 420. We've got the 1-day retreat for Mother's Day coming up.
Oh, wow.
And then we've got the couples touch session, which is in March. And then don't forget about my lives. If I have a series called Wind Down with Tamiko. And I typically do that on Wednesdays. I do a live. And so that is next Wednesday. I'm doing a live with someone that I met through the chamber.
Very nice.
And he has an awesome story of how he recovered from alcoholism.
Really?
And I feel like January is a month when people are trying to kick habits. So he's going to share a story.
Really? I'm not this year for me. You know what? I'm so like burnt out, I guess, from last year. I'm like, I'm gonna take it slow this year, right? Like I have a couple of goals I'm really trying to knock out. I'm going with the flow this year. I think this year I want and I said it in one of the lives that I made on my personal page. I just want peace. I just want peace. I don't want extra mess, extra drama. So I'm keeping it very low maintenance this year. Usually I'm like you, where I'm like, bam, bam, let me do all this. I did do a vision board. I did this past weekend, and I was intentional of like, okay, this is kind of the things that I want to see happen this year. But Yeah, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna take it easy this year. I don't know about you, how you feel since it's January, what you're really focusing
I
on.
mean, I have, I actually did my whole calendar for the year, so that's why I
I
know
know you would.
this is
You
what I,
totally would.
yeah, because in that way, and these events aren't for me; these are for people because people don't know how to take time
Yeah.
for themselves.
Yeah, and they don't know how to plan accordingly, right? And then they got to put it on their calendar in advance, right? Then they have
Yeah.
no excuse that they can't go to the event. So the plant medicine event that you're having the
In
most
February.
in February,
Mhm.
what kind of medicine or plants will there be there? Or what
So that's
exactly?
that one. People will probably just bring their own
Oh,
a THC
okay.
drink,
Okay.
whatever it is. I mean, there is vaping allowed in the building, but for the most part, people will bring things. For the 420 event, I'll have some vendors, so
Okay.
people will be able to purchase things. But
Okay, that's
yeah,
cool. So I'll remind us again if they want to reach out to you, where do they go to again?
massagebytamiko.com, or my Facebook is Tamiko Liburd, Liburd. First name Tamiko, Tamiko, and then my Instagram is Massage by Tamiko.
Yeah, I think this is great. I really appreciate you coming on the show with WRMN 1410 and with Wise Coffee Chat and just having coffee with me
Yeah.
today and kind of just enjoying the whole experience. But you've been awesome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and then and before we go, do you have any final words that you want to share to the viewers to inspire, encourage, motivate?
Make time for yourself this year. Don't put everyone else ahead of your own self care. I'm big on self care. I mean, if you're not getting a massage, give yourself a quiet day, whatever it is you need to keep going. You can't keep giving and filling others' cups when you're not filling your own. So,
Yeah, that's very critical. I love that. Well, thank you so much, everyone watching. You guys can watch this replay on WRMN 1410 on the YouTube channel. You can also follow me on wisealliancenetwork.com or all of my social media platforms, Wise Jennifer Sanchez. Thank you so much, Tamiko, and everyone watching and listening. God bless. You guys have a great rest of your week.